So over time, we've been saying to you that if you have a desire and your belief is the same as your desire, that's really what positive expectation is, then it has to be, and it has to be fast. Because your desire is pure, there's no resistance to it, and it's flowing to you. And you've proved that out in your own life, haven't you? The things you expect come easily to you. It's the things you don't expect that keep seemingly messing up your experience. Someone the other day says, I don't want to work there, but I have no choice. What an awful trap. I want more money, but I can't figure out how to get any. I want a mate, but I can't find a mate. And we say, when you want and you equally or greater doubt the thing you want, then you hold yourself in what feels like a tug of war to you, and it literally is a tug of war, because in your doubting you have introduced a resistance that does not allow you to go to the vortex where what you want is. So over time we've said to you, when you want it and believe it, it is. Then we began telling you that you are a creator. And that if you are a deliberate creator, which means you think more about what you want, you script it, you write about it, you talk about it, that more of the things that you want will begin to come into your experience. Be more deliberate in your intent, we said to you. Then we watched you. You worried about your thoughts too much then. You got the idea that every word that popped out of your mouth was going to bring immediate response to that word. So you said, cancel, 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 as you tried to suck back the word before law of attraction took it away and ran with it. And so then we began explaining to you that well-being really is the basis of your experience, and that you have much latitude and leeway. And that if you will think about allowing what you want to come, that there is a step 3 process. Life causes you to do step 1, ask. Source answers, and today we're telling you not just answers. Source literally becomes the vibrational equivalent of what you're asking for and holds it in this vortex where law of attraction is gathering. Step 3 is you got to figure out how to be a vibrational match. And then for a while we offered you the analogy that when you ask, Source answers. And as law of attraction responds to Source holding the fullness of all you've asked for, as law of attraction responds to that request, the sensation to you is like a being called downstream, naturally toward the fulfillment of what you are wanting. Today, we are going to describe this process to you in yet another way. We want to say to you that when you ask, you send rockets of desire into your vibrational experience. And we've been calling this your vibrational escrow, because it's where all that you want is held in an account that's just for you, that no one else is going to sweep in. Bernie Madoff does not have access to this account. And then we began calling it a vibrational reality. It's a vibrational reality because you're so excited about this physical reality. We want you to be excited about this vibrational reality. And today we are calling this vortex, a vortex of creation. It is a vortex, and the reason that we are calling it a vortex is because as law of attraction responds to this powerful point that the Source within you is holding on your behalf, this much larger than you part of you, this much larger than the physical part of you, non-physical part of you, stands there holding this pure thought of what you've been asking for, and with the absence of resistance to this and law of attraction's response to that, there is a powerful vortex that is created, a vortex of attraction. And this is the most important thing for you to hear about this, where all cooperative components are being assembled. The question is, are you a cooperative component? And the answer is, if you're mostly joyful, mostly happy, mostly eager, mostly frisky, then yes, you could count yourself as a cooperative component. And if all of that is true, then you're saying to us, things work out for me. Ideas come just at the right time. I flow in and out of all things. I rendezvous with like-minded people. Wonderful things happen. I barely think about something that I want, and the path to achieve it is unfolding for me. I feel good all of the time. I wake up, I hit the floor with a feeling of enthusiasm for life. I feel reborn anew every day of my life experience. If that's the way you are describing yourself, then you are often, most often, in the vortex. But if you're ornery, if you're confused, if you feel resentment, then you're not in the vortex, not consistently. And if you're like most people, you're in and out, in and out. If you're like most people, you're out. and out and out and out and out and in, and out and out and out and out and out, and damn mad about being out and in, and out and out and out, and joining the online chat group about how crummy it is to be out and out and out and out and out and in and out. If you're like most people, you're out mostly, on the brink of it sometimes, and in rarely, but you've been in enough to taste the sweetness of alignment, enough so that when you're not in there experiencing the fullness of all that is meant to be for you, you resent it. You know something is really, 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 really wrong. And that's why when you don't feel good, you want to blame this one and that one and this one and that one and this one and that one. Usually the person you live with is the person that gets the brunt of your blame about you not being in the vortex, but we want to lovingly give it all back to you. You get the credit, 100% of the credit, about whether you're in the vortex or whether you're not in the vortex. We just want to do the best sales job ever about wanting to inspire your desire to be in the vortex, because we see clearly what you've put there, and we know the expansiveness of who you have become, and we know the capacity for clarity and love that is really you, and we don't blame you a little bit if you're not completely up to speed with the fullness of who you have become. You feel awful and you want it. We just want to say to you, there's no way of filling the void of not being in the vortex other than getting in the vortex. Can't buy one more thing and bring it home. Can't eat something, drink something, shoot something. You can't find somebody else to give their attention to you, to love you enough. In other words, it's not possible for you to fill the void that is the fullness of who you are without getting in the vortex, which simply means you just got to stop doing that thing you do that doesn't let you in. So what are some of the things you do that prevent you from getting into the vortex? And you understand this vortex is just this high, non-resistant energy place where you rendezvous with the source. Esther's in the vortex, otherwise she could not receive Abraham with this clarity. In other words, she is up to speed with the vibration that is us, and that's why the conversation is seamless between the intent of that which we are offering and her ability to deliver it. That's in the vortex. When you're in the vortex, that's when your inspiration is at its greatest. That's where authors and artists and musicians, that's where those that you call masters often find what they call their inspiration. They're in the vortex where they have clear view of not only the idea, but the path to which it will unfold. When you're in the vortex, things unfold for you in a way that there's no question in your mind that that's the thing to do. You know how sometimes you say, I don't know whether to go this way or that way. You're not in the vortex, because if you were in the vortex, you'd say, I'm going this way and I don't care what anybody thinks about it. When you say, those people over there and their philosophy is really awful and their philosophy is going to bring us all down, you're not in the vortex. And it's not their philosophy that's bringing you down, it's you not being in the vortex that's not bringing you up. No one can bring you down, but your standards of how up you really are keep changing. And if you don't stay up to speed with who you are, you don't feel good. So, what's the difference between a higher, faster vibration and a lower, slower one? Higher, faster feels better. It's what joy and love are. Lower, slower feels worse. It's what depression is. It's what despair and fear are. Higher, faster has less resistance. Lower, slower has more resistance. So really, the operative word that we're talking about here today is, as I stand in my human form, what is it that I could do a better job of controlling that would make the most difference in my life? And we want to say to you, if you'll get a bead on your resistant tendencies and work them into less resistance, your vibration will raise. You'll hover on the brink of the vortex, or you'll pop in often. Once you get in there, you'll be able to maintain your vibrational stability longer so the vortex won't keep spitting you out. It's interesting. You do. You focus on something that makes you feel good and you get in there. Feels really good. Then you remember something. Start focusing on it. The vortex spits you right out. Because if you're not up to speed, you can't sustain that vibration, you see. So, the art of allowing really is about getting in the vortex. Allowing is in the vortex, resistance is not in, and of course there are varying degrees. If you're in despair, you're far from your vortex. If you're in hope, you're close enough that it's bringing you in every now and again, you see. So, Our desire for you is that you understand the vortex. We are not ever going to say to you, get in the vortex and stay there forever, because you came forth to explore contrast. Of course you're going to have step 1 experiences. Just don't make a career out of your step 1 experiences. Make a career out of your step 3 experiences. Let being in the vortex be what's most important to you. So, we are eager to talk with you about anything that is important. There is nothing off limits. It is our desire to inspire you, lure you, drag you in any way possible into the vortex. We use every trick in our bag of tricks, and it is a deep bag of tricks, in order to call you into the vortex. You'll find us not too eager to listen to you beat the drum of your out of the vortex conversation. We'll let you get away with it for a little while, but don't be surprised if somebody sits in the chair and we let them get away with it, and when you get in the chair, we don't let you get away with it. There is no accounting to the way you will be treated by us. Because we have the benefit of knowing what's in your vortex and knowing where you are in vibrational proximity to it, and we'll offer the best that we can offer to make it the easiest path possible for you to get in. But these things are necessary before you will receive the benefit of this gathering. First, you must accept that you are more than you see here in these physical bodies. Do you?
Yes.
Next, you must accept that the non-physical part of you, some of you call it the soul of you, the God of you, exists even though you are in this physical body. Is that something that you can accept?
Yes.
Next, it is necessary that you acknowledge that you and we are vibrational beings, and it is a vibrational relationship that we have. Good enough?
Yes.
Next, it is of tremendous value for you to acknowledge that the emotions that you feel are your indicator about the variable between the perspective of who you really are and the perspective of who you are being in your body. The perspective of the source part of you, the larger part of you, and the physical part of you that is beating the drum, having the conversation of something here and now. Those two vibrational aspects of you are playing against one another all day, every day, and your emotions are your indicator of that play. Easy to understand? So when you're feeling joy, your thought is in agreement with the thought of source. When you are loving someone and rippling with goosebumps, those goosebumps are your inner being's acknowledgement and agreement with the thought that you have focused within you. When you're hating someone, resenting someone, regretting something, that icky feeling within you is your vibrational emotional guidance system letting you know that while you have the free will to focus as you wish here in this physical body, you've focused yourself out of alignment with who you are, and the resistance is evident in the negative emotion. Easy enough to accept? Well, if those premises all make sense to you, then buckle your seatbelts and get ready for an in the vortex experience, because it's who you are, and it's where you belong, and it's not a difficult thing to get in. And after you get in on a pretty consistent basis, you will never again feel uncomfortable about the vortex spitting you out, because you know how to get right back in. In other words, you'll just regroup and go back in and massage the thought into a way that feels better. And we'll offer you some processes that make that easy. So, what do you want to talk about? Some things. It'll be a wonderful unfolding, so just relax and accept that you'll hear what you've come to hear, provided you're in the vortex. Someone inside the vortex cannot communicate with someone not in the vortex. You've been trying that, haven't you? Have you ever noticed that you're on such different wavelengths that there's no possible way? Have you ever been living something and known it fully and tried to explain it to somebody who doesn't get it? And have you noticed that it doesn't matter how many years you spend trying to get them to get it? They never get it. It's like speaking different languages, you say. There's the in the vortex language and there's the out of the vortex language. In the vortex language sounds like life's good in this way and this way and this way. Outside the vortex language sounds like life sucks in this way and this way and this way.